Free them all.
We're saying,
Free 'em all.
Mumia Abu Jamal, Oscar Grant,
Free 'em all. And positive energy is everything to us. So again, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
Thank you.
So justice for Tyree, you guys see it here. We with the Nichols family and all the others that are out here fighting for justice for all. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Hollywood Nex in the building, bringing you guys yet another one. Well, Cassie has finally broken her silence after the Diddy came out with that, whatever you want to call, apology. But anyway, she came out and she had a statement, and I want to read the statement. And also, I want to talk about all of the lawsuits that Diddy is actually facing. I have all the details to it, so we are going to be talking about it on this particular live today. So make sure you guys bring your comments, your thoughts, and you all are welcome. So if you're new to this channel, I definitely want to say welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's your girl Nex, and let's get into some commentary, okay? So before I get started, let me just put my disclaimer here at the bottom of this here screen. And also, if anybody wants to call in, voice your thoughts, your opinions on this here live, or anything that's happening around the Diddy case, or maybe you have some information that we don't know and you may wish to share with us. So I'm going to put the call-in number there at the top of the screen, and I don't feel comfortable posting that, but I'll just put it anyway, just, so it's here. Let's see if I can get this a little smaller on my screen. And some of it may be triggering, so I definitely want to put the trigger warning up there. So this may have some triggers, and in case it does, I'm giving you guys heads up right now. I don't want us to be triggered by the things that this man has caused, but we got to talk about it. So anyway, let me get my screen share up. I want to go over the letter first, and then over her statement of her breaking her silence, and then, like I said, I want to break down all of the lawsuits that Diddy is facing, and then we'll talk about it. So let me see. Pull this up here so I can share my screen so y'all can see what I see, okay? Hopefully you guys is having a great Thursday, because I am. And it's almost Friday. Hey, payday. I love Friday paydays. All right, looks like I'm getting this pulled up here on my screen right now. So let me go there. And where y'all at? Where y'all tuning in at today? Since y'all in the live, those who are in the live, where y'all tuning in from? Put it in the chat. Let us know where y'all at. Her statement, you guys. Let me share my screen. All right, you all. Here we go. All right, so some of y'all may have already heard this. This is me reiterating it here on my platform. Thank y'all for tuning in and putting where y'all at in the chat. I'm about to get back to the chat in like 2 seconds. Let me just get through this little statement right fast. So Cassie wanted to thank you for all of the love and support from her family, friends, strangers, and those she has yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for her younger self to settle and feel safe now. But this is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue, and that's really what this whole thing is about. It's domestic violence, okay? The issue, it broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. She says, "Thank you to everyone that has taken the time to take this matter seriously. My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time. It takes a lot of heart to tell the truth out of a situation that you were powerless in. I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Thank you, love, always, Cassie." I mean, that is a deep statement. Just, I mean, it just lets you know, you can feel the pain in this here writing. That's what I'll say. I felt it. I've never ever been in a domestic violence situation. Let me see. I said my volume as well. Hold on. My volume. Let's see. All right. Can y'all hear me now? Let's get this audio going, y'all. Let's microphone check. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Let's do a mic check before I get into the commentary. I don't want to get deep into this. Can y'all hear me? Can I get a mic check? Alazar says that the volume was low. Yes, it's low volume. Okay, let's see. How about now? Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Hello? Mic check. Microphone check. Mic check. We can hear it's just low. I don't want it to be low. I want you guys to hear. Thank you for helping me in the chat. Let me come check it out and see what y'all hear.
Send professional invoices and
Okay,
get paid
I want to
faster.
hear this. I don't want it to be
Know when
low.
it's been viewed and know when you're paying.
No, turn up the volume.
Don't buy fancy liabilities. Buy this ugly apartment building instead. If you buy
Where's my
fancy clothes, watches, cars, that money goes to waste.
Thank you.
Gets you no return, no cash flow, no appreciation, nothing. If you buy an ugly apartment instead, that
My
ugly
audio.
building can generate.
Yes, we can hear you just very
that
low,
means
like a
money that
whisper.
you don't have to work.
How about now?
Then you can
Let
use
me
that
skip it. Microphone check. I think I hear it louder on here. Okay. How about now? Yes, we can hear you just very low. It's muzzled. How about now? Can y'all hear me now? Microphone check. I think I can hear myself. Hello, hello. Mic check. How about now? Yes, we can hear you just very low. It does sound. I hear what y'all hear too. Spend all this money on this microphone and it ain't doing what it's supposed to do. They got us messed up. Okay, hold on. Now I'm gonna take the mic off. All right. I hear what y'all hear too. Okay, so I took the mic off just because I don't know what's wrong with that mic. I'm gonna probably have to replace it or whatever. So anyway, welcome back, y'all. Hopefully y'all can hear me way clearer now. I want to just say welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Hollywood Next. Hold on. Bringing you guys yet another one. So as I was saying before the audio went low on us, was that Cassie's statement was very touching. I'm going to be very honest. Her statement was so touching to the point where I've never, ever been in a domestic violence situation. And it's sad to hear, what she has endured. One thing I say about this case when it comes to Diddy and these, I'm going to say alleged victims, the ones who have yet to prove their case, is that it's sad that you make these claims and people don't believe you. So I can sincerely hear where she's going with that. She says the issue had broke her down to someone whom she never thought she would become. And I'm sure for a lot of people who have suffered at domestic violence and those who have been in a domestic violence situation, I want to say it's never your fault. A man or a woman should never put their hands on their spouse or their partner, or in the relationship. You just keep your hands to yourself. Keep people's bodies safe. Like, you have to talk to adults like they're kids, and it's sad because this is a grown 50-something-year-old man who have been doing this, in my opinion, for a very long time. So again, reading here that she says she wanted to thank everyone that has taken the time out to take this matter serious. She said her only ask is that everyone open up their hearts into believing victims the first time. And see, and the problem with believing victims the first time is that some people weaponize domestic violence in the way that they benefit from it. Everybody is not it's unfortunate, but some people be faking like they've been through a domestic violence situation to get the empathy of those who have dealt with domestic violence to attack the person that they are mad at. It could be a bitter boyfriend, a bitter girlfriend, and they'll say you did X, Y, and Z to them and you didn't. So it's hard to be open-hearted to believe victims the first time when, unfortunately, the world we live in today, you gotta show proof. You gotta have receipts. You gotta have evidence. Cassie was able to clear her name and get the support of the world because of this video. Prior to this video, a lot of people wasn't even believing her. They was saying, oh, this is a money grab. She doing this now. Why now? And nobody can really answer for why people take the time they take to make this type of claim. You don't know what's going on internally. This is mental health. This is something, like she said, she never thought she would become or even be a part of or be involved with, okay? And I'm sure all of us say that. We may teach our children, don't let no man put their hands on you. We want the best. But she just happened to fall short of this because of, Diddy's manipulation, the fact that he had the money, and it was very motivating. It was motivating to people who didn't have it, encouraging to those who didn't have it, motivating to those who didn't have it, and would some people be willing to do anything to get it. So it's really, this is a learning experience on all aspects of this spectrum here when it comes to domestic violence. You have to look at it from a person, from my perspective, who's never been a part of domestic violence, never had a man put their hands on me, never had to, be belittled because I'm independent. I want to talk to the independent women and those who are not independent and maybe looking for, because I had somebody say they wanted a sugar daddy. And I'm saying to myself, you want a sugar daddy? Girl, you better get your own sugar, okay? And create your life for yourself. Never give somebody power to over you where they're dangling finances over you because that's your only source of income. You have to broaden your source of income, get out there and work hard for your money so that way you can appreciate what you have. Because if somebody is giving something to you, how much do you really appreciate it, especially if you got to do something strange for some change? Now, that's just my little quick thoughts on that. I don't want to go too deep into that. I don't want to lose my viewers because I'm talking too deep for y'all, but this is real life stuff, trust. True, but it should not discredit victims. No, and it's hard because, like I said, you got to filter through who's telling the truth and who's not, who's aware of this behavior of the person who's being accused of domestic violence and the person that's accusing to be the the abuser or the abused. So it's just unfortunate because how do you really believe it? This is a deep conversation because this conversation goes past domestic violence. This is a conversation that goes in your homes because you may have your children. You may be dealing with a man who's doing things, and some parents don't even want to believe their kids. They be like, she lying, he lying, ain't nobody what? So this is serious when she asking for people to open up their hearts to believing victims the first time. This is serious. You got to believe them. You do. I guess for me, on the outside looking in, what I would say is to believe them until they're proven liars. Maybe that's the way it's got to be, because we can't discredit them because of someone's abuse to domestic violence and using it to their benefit to harm the person that they want to harm, and even falsifying charges. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is. Anyway, let me get into what I wanted to get into. Let me take this down for a second. Let me pull up the history of the lawsuits that Diddy is facing. And you guys, like I said, feel free to chime in at any moment. We'd love to hear y'all thoughts in the comment section. So thank y'all for who is tuning in. I appreciate it. Let me and kids first, believe them. Yeah, especially them kids, Let's see. Okay, so here is, like I said, I have the whole history of what Diddy is facing. Each individual accuser, I have all of it, and I'm going to share it with you guys. We're going to go through this, okay, so I can gain some better understanding for us, wherever we may be in our learning process of what this guy has. This maniac is what I would call him. He's a maniac. You can see it in his face, and this is probably an older photo of him. You can see the demon in him. It was brewing. Look at his eyebrows. They're almost like veins. I mean, they're like horns of a devil. Literally, I'm looking at the edges of his eyebrows. I mean, he looks monstrous. And some people, you can look at them and say, I'm not about to deal with this person. And see, for me, I don't give a damn how much money your ass got. You would never had nothing over me to hold over my head. But see, that's coming from a strong black woman. And not to say all of us are not, because everybody have strength in us. We need that support system to pull that strength out. Because if you feel like you're fighting a fight alone, your support ain't there, then how are you going to combat something like this? So she has the support that she's needing now, and good for her and the rest of them who are still coming forward. So anyway, let's get into this here. So self-proclaimed bad boy for life, Sean Diddy Combs, is facing serious legal issues following numerous allegations of sexual assault, harassment, and sex trafficking throughout his career. On March 25th, simultaneously by coastal raids of his Los Angeles and Miami homes played out live on CNN, while the hip-hop mogul was on his private jet, and what could turn out to be a very public reckoning. Oh, it's a reckoning. It's here. And then the fact that they said that this played out live. Let me see if I can highlight that. The simultaneous raid played out live on CNN. Remember, the feds is working with CNN. So all the breaking news most likely is going to come from CNN. CNN broke the Cassie video release of the hotel incident. They was there when the raids were happening simultaneously, both Los Angeles and Miami. So here you have CNN is who the feds is giving all their exclusives to. So keep your eyes on CNN. Anyway, so while the hip-hop mogul was on his private jet amid what could turn out to be a very public reckoning. In addition to an investigation from Homeland Security and federal government, see, they both is doing this. People saying, oh, it's Homeland Security. No, the investigation from Homeland Security and, okay, that's a together thing, and the federal government. He is also facing 4 federal lawsuits. A fifth, brought in late 2023 by his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Cassie Ventura, which included allegations of rape and physical abuse, was settled and dismissed day after. They said days. No, day after it had been filed. Below, the biggest lawsuits involving Combs includes the 6th and the latest from a past winner of MTV's Model Mission. Okay, so we know the first one outside of Cassie is Rodney Jones. What does the lawsuit say, you guys? It says that Rodney Little Rod Jones Jr., a record producer from Chicago, filed a 105-page federal complaint against Combs, accusing him and the people who work with him of being part of an illegal racketeering enterprise. Jones alleges in his complaint that he has irrefutable evidence. Oh my God. So irrefutable means that he has things that you cannot dispute. Okay? The acquisition, use, and distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms. Okay, the displaying and distribution of unregistered illegal firearms. Oh my God. So just think about the raid for 1 second with this unregistered illegal firearms. They found firearms in Diddy's home, y'all. Okay? They found firearms in his home. Mind you, they found the drug mule with drugs on his person. Okay? So they have irrefutable evidence already. The solicitation of minors and S workers. So these are the things that Little Rod is bringing forth in his claims. Okay, so we can have a better understanding as to what's coming down the pipe, y'all. According to Jones, as he alleges in the complaint, Combs reached out to Jones in 2022 to help him produce songs, but Jones claims the work Combs required of him went far beyond producing music. He claims in the lawsuit that he was tasked with procuring drugs and soliciting S workers to perform S acts to the pleasure of Mr. Combs. So he's really, what he's saying here, what he's exposing here, is the money that Diddy has been making has yet to really come from the music that has been produced, but more from these solicitations of minors and S workers, having these unregistered illegal firearms, displaying and distribution of them, having marijuana, GHB, ketamine, mushrooms, cocaine, ecstasies. These are the things that his lawsuit that he filed against Diddy is claiming. So with that being said, that's why Homeland Security and the FBI is involved, and that's why ultimately Diddy will be facing these mountains of charges. With Lil Rod saying he has evidence that's irrefutable, that can be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. It's just a matter of time now, honestly, just with his alone. And we only got through the first one. He didn't even finish getting through this one. So anyway, so he claims in the lawsuit that he was tasked with procuring drugs and soliciting S workers to perform S acts to the pleasure of Mr. Combs. Jones alleges that Combs also required him to take these acts. See, he said that Combs had him to take these S acts, and that Combs would often threaten to inflict bodily harm on him if he did not comply with his demands. Jones alleged in his complaint that Combs kept specific bottles of alcohol designated for females on hand, and according to Mr. Jones, Mr. Combs forced all the women to drink Lace de Leon liquors upon information and belief. Mr. Combs laced the liquor with ecstasy. So imagine doing a raid on this man's home, and imagine they picking up all the De Leon liquor, okay, and possible ones that have already been pre-spiked, okay, and then Little Rod is giving this information to them. Hell yeah, he's under a heavy investigation, okay? But when you hear the way these claims are being presented, it will make you question the authenticity. Is this for real? What is this for? What is this driven by? But honestly, regardless to what, is still happening. And if it can be proven, it's over for him. So anyway, so the information and belief Mr. Combs laced the liquors with ecstasy, the lawsuit claims. He also accuses Combs of sexual harassment and assault for allegedly grabbing him without his consent and forcing him to work while Combs paraded around naked. Jones also, and I could believe that, especially the way he ran out that hotel behind Cassie with the towel. So that means you was in the room prior to that naked. I'm just saying. Okay. So I'm trying to visualize this stuff now. Combs paraded around naked. Jones also alleged that Combs once left him alone in a makeshift studio on a yacht with Cuba Gooding Jr.'s, okay, who he said then began touching, groping, and fondling his upper thighs near his groin. He said Gooding did not stop until he forcefully pushed him away. My goodness, Cuba. When was it filed? So on February the 2nd, 2024, in Manhattan's federal court, Lil Rod filed his lawsuit against Diddy. Now it says, what's the status? So ongoing, Jones' lawyer has accused Combs of harassing behavior, including manufacturing stories about plaintiffs on TMZ. And I just said, they have access to TMZ because TMZ just did a video the other day. And I was like, they came out to basically clear Diddy's name as to why Diddy did not announce or he did not say Cassie's name. He didn't say Cassie's name because TMZ cleaned it up for Diddy, so it seemed like he still got TMZ in his corner because they came out to defend him and say, although everybody have every reason in the world to blame Diddy and be mad at Diddy and Diddy this and Diddy that, but one thing they can't be mad at is the fact that he did not say Cassie's name. He didn't say her name because by law he can't say her name. So again, this is not far-fetched from this claim of Little Rod's lawyer saying that he's accusing Combs of harassing behavior, including manufacturing stories about plaintiff on TMZ and dispatching his agents to harass plaintiff's 8-year-old daughter, the mother of his child, and ex-spouse, all whom have expressed fear of potential harm by the defendant Combs. Jones' attorneys told Judge J. Paul Oetken, who is overseeing the case, that an additional police report had been filed on March the 3rd. Jones is asking the court for a jury trial. Okay, so he's not even trying to settle. He's actually asking for a jury trial, and he had to go and file a criminal complaint, okay, against Diddy and them because of these additional accusations that TMZ is doing certain things. And I would like to agree. I can say with that information that I know how TMZ came out and him saying this, yeah, TMZ working with them. And just think about it for a second. The feds took the Cassie's video to CNN, which is a more creditable source than TMZ, and then they took the raid that happened simultaneously in LA and in Miami also to CNN. They didn't take it to TMZ because TMZ credibility has questions. Okay, so anyway, what was Diddy's response to all of this? Well, when reached out for comment, Combs' attorney Sean Holy provided a near identical statement he provided to the New York Times on February 26, 2024. Mr. Jones is nothing more than a con man, shamelessly looking for an easy and wholly undeserved payday. It said, we have indisputable, incontrovertible proof that his claims are complete fabrications. I would like to see what they have in the indisputable because he says his is irrefutable. So anyway, our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored as Mr. Blackburn has refused to return our calls. We look forward to addressing these ridiculous claims in court and intend to take all appropriate actions against all who have attempted to peddle them. So that, like I said, that was the first one. Here's case number 2 that Diddy is also facing. He got a Jane Doe. Nobody knows who the Jane Doe is. She has not yet been identified. But what does her lawsuit say? Okay, her lawsuit says Doe alleges that she was ganged R and S trafficked by Combs and former president of Bad Boy Records, Harv Pierre, when she was only a minor, y'all, 17 years old and in the 11th grade. She alleges that she met Pierre in a lounge in Detroit and he told her he was best friends with Combs. Doe claims Combs convinced her to accompany Pierre and a third assailant on a private jet to come to his studio in New York City. She claims she agreed and boarded a jet that flew to Teterboro, New Jersey, and was taken to Combs' studio. She alleges that once there, Combs and his associates, including Pierre, plied her with drugs and alcohol and alleges she was subsequently GR'd. At the studio by Combs, Pierre, and a third assailant, her complaint states that while Mr. Combs was R-ing Mrs. Doe, he complained that he could not get off unless she pinched his nipples as hard as she could, and that Combs then allegedly watched as the third assailant R-ed her while she told him to stop. After the third assailant was finished, Mr. Pierre took his turn to R-ing Mrs. Doe and then violently forcing her to give him oral S, during which Mrs. Doe was choking and struggling to breathe, according to her complaint. Now, when was her complaint filed? Hers was filed December Oh, wow. Thank you for bringing that breaking news to us. We're definitely going to get into that in a moment. December the 2nd, 2023 in federal court and also in Manhattan. Now, what's the status on this Doe's claim, right? So the ongoing Combs and Pierre have denied the allegations against them in this case. Combs' attorneys have asked the judge to dismiss the entire case and says Combs was a victim of the cancel culture frenzy in the courts. The victim has been attempting to remain anonymous. Judge Jessica G. L. Clark, overseeing the case, has so far denied the woman's request to continue to remain anonymous, but has stayed that ruling until she makes a decision on Combs' motion to dismiss. The judge has given the woman until March 29th to file a response to Combs' dismissal motion. So now, what was Combs' response to her claim, right? So Combs posted a statement on December the 6th, 2023, addressing the lawsuit, and enough is enough. Okay, so let's just see. This is how he responded, y'all. He responded with what we saw. Hold on, let me see if I can pull that up. Matter of fact, let's. I want to do something with y'all because I want to do a show and tell. I want y'all to really see what I see. Hold on, let me pull this up because I got it right here. Let me show y'all. Because I want y'all to really look at, oh, this ain't it. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Let me share my screen. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is Diddy's page, right? Because we could do some comparing and some contrasting, right? Because they talked about this here, enough is enough. So while we're looking at the enough is enough, let's go back to, hold on. Let's go back to, I'm going to flash it back and forth. So the Google Chrome, right? This is Diddy's response, y'all. Let me read the response. So Combs posted a statement on December the 6th, 2023, addressing the lawsuit. Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroying my reputation and my legacy, he said. Sickening. Allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. Yes, please be absolutely clear. We need you to be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Pierre also released a statement vehemently denying the accusations. This is a tale of fiction, he said. I have never participated in, witnessed, nor heard of anything like this ever. These disgusting allegations are false and a desperate attempt for financial gain. I will vigorously protect my reputation and defend my name. Those who know me recognize that these claims are not true. Yeah, that's what they all say, right? And then Diddy posted this, which I just shared with you guys momentarily on his Instagram, which is still up, by the way. He's standing on this. But how can he stand on this after what we saw with Cassie? Cassie's video wiped this whole enough is enough statement away. But this is his response to Jane Doe. It's his response to Jane Doe. Now, how could he make this response to her when this applies to all future and now current claims against him? So anyway, moving on to case number 3. Which was actually should have been the first case, which is Cassie Ventura versus Sean Combs. And we know a lot about this one, but let's just go over it again for the viewers that are tuned in right now. So what does the lawsuit say? It's Cassie has a 35-page federal complaint, accused Combs of sexual assault, battery, and trafficking, and requiring her to engage in forced acts. According to her complaint, Combs signed Cassie to his label when she was 19 years old, and he was a whopper 37. She claimed he was physically abusive throughout their relationship. Mr. Combs asserted complete control over Mrs. Ventura's personal and professional life, thereby ensuring her inability to escape his hold. She also claimed he demanded she carry a firearm for him in her purse. Now, don't that sound exactly like what J-Lo was accused of doing back in 1999 at that incident in the club shooting, where the woman who has still to this day come forth and said that, no, Diddy shot me, but J-Lo brought the weapon in? This is exactly the same what the lady had identified to Cassie, to Jennifer Lopez. I mean, to this person right here. He's telling Cassie to do the same thing he had allegedly Jennifer Lopez do. Let me say allegedly, okay? Because allegedly she came in there with the weapon. She was told to carry a gun as well, allegedly. So anyway, Mr. Combs asserted complete control over Mrs. Ventura's personal and professional life, thereby ensuring her ability to escape the hold. She also claimed that he demanded she carry a firearm for him in her purse. And I believe it, because they found weapons in his house that are unregistered guns. And then Lil Rod said that he was basically selling some of these guns allegedly. Okay, so anyway, she also claimed he demanded she carry a firearm for him in her purse and forced her to engage in acts with male workers, according to her complaint. I don't see this far-fetched now. Knowing we could see what we couldn't see before, I believe it. She claimed, and I always believe Cassie though, she claimed that Combs staff and Bad Boy Entertainment employees were aware of the abuse. Ultimately, she left her longtime abuser in 2018. After the alleged R, she continued to struggle with intense emotional distress, she said in her court papers. When was it filed? So she filed hers November the 16th, 2023, also in Manhattan's federal court. So like I said, that state alone, you don't want to play with New York, baby. What's the status on her case? So Cassie Combs mutually agreed to settle the case on November the 17th. Like I said, she filed it on the 16th. She was done on the 17th, 2023. See, he should have been more quicker, because that filing had not come out. He may still be getting away with all the stuff that he's getting away with today. So I thank God that it didn't happen the way it could have happened, and I thank God it's being exposed. This is the year of exposure. Shout out to Cat Williams. So anyway, 4 days after filing her lawsuit, Cassie asked the court to dismiss her entire case with prejudice, which meant that her claims could not be filed again. So she took her claims off because she took the payout, right? Here's number 4, the fourth person who filed on Diddy. Lisa Gardner, okay? Wow, these names sound familiar. What was that one girl name? Her name was Gardner, or something like a Gardner. Gosh, in the Kells case, what was her name? She ended up having a baby and she ended up getting married. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Let's just stay focused. So what does the lawsuit say? Gardner filed a 22-page lawsuit accusing Combs and Aaron Hall of forcing her to have sex with them against her will when she was only 16. Wow. And I remember hearing Aaron Hall, he talked reckless and disgusting with his words. Gardner claims she met Combs and Hall in New York at an event from the album release for Jodeci. After a dinner for the event, Combs allegedly invited Gardner and her friends to Hall's apartment for an after party. She alleged it was there that Combs coerced her into having sex with him. And while she was getting dressed after that Hall barged into the room. Aaron Hall barged into the room, pinned her down, and allegedly forced her to have sex with him. Gardner claims that she had immense pain vaginally afterwards. And I can believe this based on the way Aaron Hall speaks about his oversized penis. Okay? I could believe if she said she was in an immense pain and the way he described that thing. Yeah. Okay. Especially if it's not pleasurable and mutual. Okay. And consenting. My God. Anyway, she says she fled the apartment and later learned that her friend also allegedly had sex with both Combs and Hall. The day after the assault, Gardner alleged that Combs came to her home and began assaulting and choking her to the point that she passed out. Gardner's complaints state that since being violently and statutorily awed by Combs and Aaron Hall, Mrs. Gardner's life has been overwhelmed by depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and strained relationships with men, and has asked the court for a jury trial. Now, when did she file hers? November 23rd, 2023 in New York Supreme Court, one day before the deadline ended to file cases under New York's Adult Survivors Act. The act gave victims 1 year to bring civil complaints for offenses that had previously been barred by the statute of limitations. Okay, so what's the status? Ongoing, both Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall, who was also named in that suit, were served with copies of the complaints against them on March 23rd, 2024. What was Combs' response? Let's talk about what his response was. Combs' representatives issued a statement after the lawsuit was originally filed, calling the claims fabricated and bogus. In the case, a money grab, Vulture reached out to Hall for comment but did not hear back. Okay, so again, they're just going to keep running with, oh, this is fabricated, this is bogus, this is a money grab. You know, all the things that he said about Cassie, he is now saying about all these other accusers who has come forth. Let's get into case number 5, y'all. Wait, before I get into case number 5, let me just check the chat right quick because it looks like a few of y'all is coming in here. And I want to shout some of y'all out midterm this here live. So let's get into it. Shout out to Winnie Lyons in the building. Shout out to Crystal Vidal. She is all the way in Philly. Shout out to Philly is in the building. We also got Lakeisha Warren in the chat. She is coming in from Harrisburg. Shout out to Harrisburg. We got Alizair Ben Israel in the building. I remember you. It's been a while, but I see you in the building. Shout out to you. North Carolina. Shout out to the North, baby. Okay. Shout out to North Carolina. Appreciate y'all for being in the chat today. Let's see who else we got up in here. We also got Katrina Stevenson says the volume was low in the beginning. I get it. We fixed it, y'all. Just had to unplug the mic today. Let's see who else we got up in here. We got Jacqueline Alexander. Wow, I remember you too. It's been a minute, but I see you in the chat. Shout out to you. Let's see. Okay, we got Gerald Morris bringing us the breaking news about the singer Sean Kingston's house has just been raided by the feds in Florida, y'all. So we're going to get into that momentarily. We also got Black Pearl in the chat. Shout out to Black Pearl. We got Diva Flo in the building says, hey, Next, hope you're doing great. I pray Diddy get what he deserved. He has gotten away with too much. It's karma. Time. I totally agree with you. He has gotten away with it for far too long, but this is sad because it shows you how money can get rid of a lot of problems. So when we hear some of these unsolved cases, are they really unsolved, or were they paid out, or did people just want to get rid of them? Okay, now we have more questions that we would be asking. So anyway, let's get into case number 5, y'all. Okay, so we got claimant number 5 is Joy Dickerson Neal. Okay, what does her lawsuit say? In a 22-page complaint, Dickerson alleges that she met Combs after she had appeared in a music video with him while she was a student at Syracuse University. She claimed she later agreed to go out to dinner with him on January the 3rd, 1991, while on school break. During their date, Dickerson alleged that Combs intentionally drugged her. She accused Combs of assaulting her and recording the assault, according to her complaint. So yeah, they're looking for videos, they're looking for drugs, they're looking for Spike DeLeon, they looking for unregistered guns that they found. So we're gonna get into that in a moment. Hold on. So anyway, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Days later, a male friend allegedly revealed to her that he, along with other men, had reviewed the S tape. Wow. So now she got to hear about what he recorded by people who actually saw it. How traumatizing is that? All right, let's see. Oh my God. So days later, a male friend allegedly revealed to her that he, along with other men, had viewed the S tape. She asked her friend who had seen the tape, and her friend allegedly told her everyone. Dickerson claims from that point, her life went into a tailspin. And after returning to college, she had to be admitted to the hospital for severe depression and suicidal ideations. Wow, he's a monster. I don't think these suits are far-fetched based off of what I saw. Dickerson claims she has suffered a lifetime of injuries from being drugged, assaulted, and abused, and being the victim of revenge porn that Sean Combs or P. Diddy created and distributed. She is suing him for assault and battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, human trafficking, and revenge porn. Now, when did she file her lawsuit? She beat the deadline too. She just made it November 23rd, 2023 in New York Supreme Court, which was one day before the cutoff for civil case for past S offenses under New York's Adult Survivors Act. Okay, so what's the status of hers? So ongoing, on March the 1st, 2024, Dickerson's attorney filed papers giving Combs until April 12th, 2024 to respond in court to her complaint. Now, what was Combs' response? Hold on. Okay, so what was Combs' response? Through a spokesperson, Combs denied and rejected the claim of misconduct. He recognized this is a money grab. The spokesperson said, and you can't keep saying it's a money grab. These are different people, different walks of life. None of these people are connected to each other. I don't think any of them know one another. Okay? We have to find that out. That's a question I would ask for any type of defense. Do any of these any of these alleged victims, do any of them know one another? Have any of them, hung out, or, what I'm saying? Do they know each other? That's one question that I would ask. How, all these different accusers that are coming out, which one of them know each other? Okay. Outside, I think Lil Rod may know Cassie, but I don't know. Do any of these people know each other? So anyway, he recognized this is a money grab, the spokesperson said in the statement. Because of Mr. Combs' fame and success, he is an easy target for accusers who will falsify the truth without conscience or consequences for financial benefit. The New York legislature surely did not intend or expect the Adult Survivors Act to be exploited for improper purposes. The public should be skeptical and not rush to accept these unsubstantiated allegations. Let's get into case number 6, you guys. Wow, he. When I say he got a mountain, he got a hill to climb, and it's more than a hill; it's a mountain. Grace O. McCall. This one is for his son. Okay, this one is for Christian Combs. Now, what does this lawsuit say? Sean Combs' 26 years old son, Christian King Combs, is being sued for assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotion. I believe it. I'm just going to tell you straight out, I believe it. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I believe it. And the reason I believe it is because I've seen his son at many of his daddy's parties. He's too young to even been there at some of them parties, okay? Anyway, let me just tell you. So the assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, among other allegations. The 31-page lawsuit brought by Grace O. McCall claims that she was assaulted while working as a yacht deckhand for the family during Christmas break in 2022 in the Caribbean. She is also asking that Sean Diddy Combs be held liable for his son's actions for charting the yacht, assuming responsibility for his guests throughout the Caribbean trip. Omaka alleges that there was a constant rotation of suspected S-workers and other A-list celebrities such as French Montana and actor Cuba Gooding Jr. on the yacht. Omaka alleges that S-workers were sprawled out unconscious about that yacht, and it was difficult to distinguish which bottle of alcohol were laced with drugs and which bottles were not. In the early mornings of December 28, 2022, a heavily intoxicated Christian Combs physically assaulted her. According to her complaint, she alleges that Christian blocked her from leaving, took off all his clothes, and tried to force her to perform oral copulations on him. Omaka is suing Diddy, blaming him for fostering an environment of debauchery filled with suspected S-workers, violence, alcohol allegedly laced with drugs, and dispute for crew. Okay, when did she file her lawsuit? Because hers is different from theirs. She filed hers April the 4th, 2024 in Los Angeles Superior Court. What was the status? It's ongoing. What was Combs' response? Aaron Dyer, an attorney for the father-son duo, called the lawsuit claims lewd and meritless. The complaint is filed with the same kind of manufactured lies and irrelevant facts we've come to expect from Blackburn, he said, referring to the lawyer also representing Rodney Jones. This is exactly why the federal judge in New York slapped him 2 days ago for a pattern of behavior in improperly filing cases in federal court to garner media attention, embarrass defendants with salacious allegations, and pressure defendants to settle quickly, and why he was referred to the disciplinary committee in the Southern District of New York. We will be filing a motion to dismiss this outrageous claim. And then we got whopping case number 7 that you guys just heard come out the other day from Crystal McKinney versus Sean Combs. What does that lawsuit say? And for you guys that's not aware of this one says that McKinney says she met Combs when she was 22 years old. She was a 22-year-old model and a designer, flew her into New York City to attend a Fashion Week event at Cipriani. The unnamed designer handpicked her clothes, a black leather coat, a translucent chiffon beige V-cut shirt. And see, when I heard that some unnamed fashion designer had picked her clothes out for her to go on this excursion with Diddy, I was feeling some type of way because I felt like, is this fashion person so affiliated to Diddy that maybe he's also a spotter or somebody who brings girls or women to Diddy? I'm just asking a question. But anyway, the unnamed designer handpicked her clothes, a black leather coat, a translucent chiffon beige V-cut shirt, which McKinnon says she has kept unwashed in plastic wrap after the traumatic events. So she has evidence that she says has been stored in a plastic wrap for the time that she dealt with this traumatic event. So McKinney alleges that Combs told her that he had power in the industry and was going to help her advance her career. Later that same night, McKinney alleges that she met Combs at a studio where he gave her a lace joint, plied her with alcohol, followed her to the bathroom, and forced her to perform oral S on him. After the alleged assault, McKinney believes Combs blackballed her in the modeling industry. She since suffered depression and even attempted suicide. So when was hers filed? May 21st in federal court, and it had to be 2024 because they didn't put a year on it, so I can only assume this year, right? And that really was a few days ago, so they just didn't put the year, but we know a few days ago. And what's the status of hers? Ongoing. What's Combs' response? Representatives for Combs have not yet responded to requests for comment, okay? So, and this has been updated, y'all. But he ain't responded, and it may be in the best interest he don't respond, especially after that video of Cassie coming out to the light like that has really took all credibility away from Diddy. If he had any, I don't believe he have any anymore. Okay, let me get into the comment section. Let's talk about this, you guys. This is now a continuous open conversation. Let me take this down off the screen. The phone number is there at the top. If anybody want to call in, voice your thoughts, your opinions, say what you mean and mean what you say. All right. Let's see. Gemini is in the building. Gemini Don said, hey, next, what did I miss? Y'all, I'm catching up right now. Okay, so give you a quick recap. We was talking about Cassie's, how she broke her silence and her statement that she put out here, thanking, her family, friends, supporters, those she's met and to meet. She just wanted to thank people for the support that she's receiving. And she's also asking that people, to open up their hearts and start to believe victims the first time they tell it. And I was saying too, I would think, it's probably good to believe them until they are proven lies, because it's going to be hard to discredit them. We don't want to discredit anybody who comes out and says, they are a victim or they've been abused in some shape, form, or fashion. We need to believe them until they can prove their case. And then if they are proven liars, then we'll deal with that. But I think moving forward, it's just going to be a hard thing to do when, like I said, you got people who use this situation to their advance. They'll be in a bad relationship with their boyfriend or their girlfriend, and then they'll say, oh, he did this to me and he really didn't do it to them. And they know that the law is on their side if you make these allegations. So it's just we got to filter it, and it's going to be, and it's unfortunate because people who really are real victims out there is gonna suffer the consequences of the false victims or people who portray to be something that they're not, all for the benefit of the justice system and what it can do to the person they want to harm and hurt. Okay, so but for this situation, Cassie was able to clear her name and be able to be creditable moving forward in what she said and what she said and what she's saying. So that's kind of like where we at. And then I went into breaking down all of the lawsuits that is pending against him. So we just went over all of that, and that's pretty much where you came in at, Gemini. All right, let's see. Tiffany Rivera is in here. She said, I don't know why Gina hasn't filed a lawsuit on P. Diddy. Okay, it's a good question. Why hasn't she come out? You know what I'm saying? Diva says, I wish Kim Porter was still here to tell her story. Oh my God, that story would be so detrimental to Diddy. You know, it would just really bury him alive. Okay. Yeah, he would be through. But all we can go off of is those who have any knowledge that's facts and what they can prove, because really without her, you know, I don't know. It's a lot of people is going for them to reopen the investigation into her passing because they believe that she was drugged and that he may have had a hand in that. So, but yeah, Diva, that would be something, honey, if she was here to tell it. And this is sad that she's not. Francisco, shout out to Francisco in the building, said Gloria and Michael Avenatti getting ready for their press conferences. I don't know about Michael Avenatti. Is he out yet? I thought he was still locked up. I don't know about him, but I can see Gloria ready. She stay ready, okay? This is right up her alley. So, okay, let's see where we at on this. Y'all got some. I wanted to go over that one comment that was in the chat in my comment section. Let me see if I could pull that up. I think that comment came from you, Gemini, on something, and I wanted to talk about it. I thought that was a great comment. Okay, so the comment was you wondering why before this video got leaked out that she never filed for criminal charges instead of civil. I wonder because she still was with him up until 2018. So I'm thinking, the fear was still there, and it still is there. But just to answer the question, I think the fear was there, and she stayed with him until 2018. If this happened in 2018, she was gone. Yeah. And then I don't think it was her, it was on her. I think this was designed in God's timing as to when this all had to come to the revelations, had to come to the light. This is God's timing. She had to heal. She's still healing. She got married. She was trying to start a life, probably trying to get away from all of this. And then that happens to Kim Porter. And then I'm sure that, and all the rumors around that. And then you got all these people constantly speaking of him. So I think it just was her healing journey and where she is today and the strength that she has today to do something that she probably didn't have the strength to do back then when she should have done it. Again, it's hard to say how victims are to react or to file claims, especially when you're in fear. And this is a powerful person who had a lot of money. He managed to make a tape go away with no charges brought against him. So yeah, it's just, she probably was so much even more fearful knowing that he paid $50K to get the tape to be disappeared and then hung around him a couple of more longer just to, make sure. I don't know. I can't really answer it. I can't put a justification for it other than fear was a factor. Granted, statute of limitation ran out a long time ago where the incident happened, and last she filed before the New York Survivors Act expired, but always wonder why the civil route instead. I think the civil route was the only route that she had since this is the time that she's coming out. I'm sure she knew when she filed the civil act that the civil claim that she couldn't file a criminal claim. I'm thinking that's what it was for her. I can't speak for the rest of them, but I can say maybe for her, she couldn't file a criminal matter because the statute of limitation ran out. At the time, she would have been filing the civil claim. I'm sure they weighed all it out and they realized she probably already knew that that tape was outdated and that there was nothing they could do about it because the statute of limitation ran out. And the only option she probably would have had was to file the civil claim. And thank God she did, because had she not filed that claim, again, these other people, the Survivor Acts would have expired. These other people wouldn't have been able to come out and tell their story. And he would have continuously gotten away with it. And then we would probably be seeing something strange about Young Miami. Okay. And then so he supposedly married his baby mama. And Young Miami got wind that he got married on the under as recent as want to say March or April this year, and Young Miami is finding out through the social media grapevine. So Miami then unfollowed him, left him, and don't want nothing else to do with him. Allegedly, she has yet to really come out and say much. You know, you got the other baby mama, Misa, finally acknowledging Diddy, what he did to Cassie, and saying how it triggered her. And she says the baby father need help. You been knew he needed help. You took for you to see Cassie's video when you as alleged victim yourself. You was willing to do something strange for some more change to this abuser. So that's what I say. Money will make you do some things that, you know, not having money won't. If you an independent person like myself, and you don't give a damn about nobody else's bag, baby, you gonna call a spade and a foul a foul. That's my thoughts. Anyway, let's get into the next one. Let me see. I just read Sean Kingston home raided by the feds. His mom arrested by the feds for fraud. Ooh, baby. So let's get into that. Okay, let me pull that one up because that did come in the chat a little while ago. Somebody told us that that Sean Kingston's house was raided. So let's get into that. I have to blend this together, so I'm gonna have to do another thumbnail and add him in it. Okay. Look at, ooh, wait. Rapper Sean Kingston's home raided by cops over alleged failure to pay $150,000 sound system and ongoing scheme. So this fool house get raided for $150,000 because he failed to pay $150,000 on some sound system and an ongoing scheme. So somebody didn't drop the dime on him because they didn't get paid. And his mama was arrested on fraud. Police. Ooh. Okay, let's get into this. Let's take a look at it. Yes, money is a rule of all evil. And I'm gonna say, as far as the money ain't evil, it ain't even the root of it. It's the person that's came into the money who already was evil before they touched the money. So them is the ones who makes it evil. It's the person who gets the money. I don't think money is the root of it, and I don't think money is evil. I think money can, you know, help a lot of people that uses money the right way, you know, versus people who get it and reckless with it and doing dumb shit stuff like this. That's stupid. So anyway, if y'all want to talk about this Kingston stuff for a second, just to kind of give y'all a quick update, since this is some type of breaking news, I'm if it ain't got nothing to do with really what is happening or something related to, I mean, it's a breaking news, but I mean, it ain't really what I would honestly want to cover, to be honest. But for those inquiring minds, police raided Sean Kingston's home in Florida. They arrested his mama on fraud for theft. I'm not enthused about this story, especially when I go here and then I'll let y'all see what I see. I just feel like, you know, they gave me my answer right here. Down Kingston really seems like the feds want to turn it up this year. Yeah, but Kingston, like I said, they said that his home got raided by cops over him allegedly failing to pay $150,000 for some doggone sound system and an ongoing scheme. So Sean Kingston basically is a scammer and a schemer. Him and his mama probably is scheming, scamming, and frauding folks and coming up on expensive equipment. And I ain't even read it. I'm just giving you my thoughts based on the title. Okay. And got some expensive equipment, didn't pay some folks. Some folks knew about his scheme and scams and turned his ass in. And now they've raided his house, probably gotten with evidence that they needed. And obviously they got evidence, because anytime they arrest you like that on the spot, that means they found something in that raid right then and there where they were able to get you. See, in a Diddy situation, and we're going to go back to Diddy, because honestly, I could care less. Honestly, I don't care about this Kingston stuff. Because like I said, his story is because of some scamming. This right here, you know, domestic violence. This is a conversation that needs to be had. This is a topic that people need to be talking about. There's so many victims out there that has been abused by men, you know, and it's so sad. And they don't get the voice to be heard. They don't let their voices be heard because people don't want to talk about it. So now we have an opportunity to open up this conversation and help the healing process for victims that are out there who have been abused by a person, you know, that abused them. So anyway, let me see. Black said, what I meant was that money can make you do evil things when you don't have none. Yeah. And I don't even think it's not even the money that can make you do the evil. You got to be the person willing to do something evil for some money. And I know that's what you're saying. I'm not trying to pick at your comment. Trust me. I get exactly what you're saying. It's just, you know, it's people that's touching the money that's evil. And if they're evil before the money and somebody offered them some money, they're willing to do more evil stuff to get the money. So again, it's the persons that's evil that touches the money. The money, I can't see the money being evil when it says in God we trust on it. Okay, the money is blessed. It's the people that's touching it that's devils, and Diddy is a devil. So yeah, that's that. Let's look into what else is going on with Diddy. If there's anything else happening before I end this live, y'all. Okay, I don't want to stay on too long. We already in an hour mark, so I want to kind of I really want my lives 30 minutes or less. I don't want them longer than 30 minutes. I don't want a whole bunch of airtime with intros and all that. I want to get straight in here, get to the point, get in, get out, and get ahead. Okay? And be able to come back and bring more news to y'all as it becomes available. Let me share my screen as we just scroll through this here. And just see if there's anything that came out that we need to know about. Let's just click this on the news. Diddy is very demonic. Yes, he is. Shout out to Grape T News. I see you and I love you back. My Bay Area brother from another. Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. It's definitely the person. It is. Because you give me a whole bunch of money. I ain't even evil before I get the money. And y'all that's been rocking with me, y'all know I do giveaways. I do all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So giving money to somebody that's already doing good with it makes you do greater and better with it. Giving money to people that's evil is just going to enhance their evilness and their abilities to be more damn demonic. Okay? Did he not realize he's about to be the face of domestic violence? He is the face of DV. That's his. Thank you. See, they put Kels as the poster child for minor stuff, remember? And now him is for DV. What you think they're going to get Jay-Z on? Because what's her name? Jaguar is speaking out vigorously and saying he's next. Okay? I think they going after one to the next. They call these people goats. They going to get one goat to the next goat to the next goat. Okay? They going to get all the goats that they say are goats because they probably not goats. They just wolves dressed in goat clothing. You know how they say the devils is dressed in sheep clothes, or shit, these are devils in goat clothing. I'm just saying, y'all. All right, let's look. Let's check it out. Let's see. I still think that video would not leak if his son did not taunt the feds. I don't know. I think it had to come out one way or the other, because if it didn't come out, nobody was really trying to believe Cassie. I think I was one of a few who did. I believed her. I read her whole lawsuit against Diddy. As I was reading it, I was clenching. It was a lot to read. It was gut wrenching. It was like scratching the chalkboard. It was hard to get through. You know, it was really hard to get through. Was Diddy the reason why I'll be sure he's coming out with a docuseries? I want to see what he had, or a documentary. I want to see what his documentary say, because he's alluding, in my opinion, that Diddy has something to do with it. Let's not forget Jamie Foxx. Okay, did he have anything to do with Jamie Foxx? Because it looked like Jamie Foxx and I'll be sure situation was almost mirrored the same. Okay, but somehow I'll be sure, you know, he came out of it by the grace of God, and so did Jamie Foxx. Jay-Z is definitely next. Ooh, Lord, that's what they saying. I'm telling you, the word on the curb is that Jay-Z is next. Okay, this is gonna be a sight to see, and I don't know if you guys remember that one girl when we was doing the R. Kelly's case. She came out and she said that she had done some oral fellatio or compilations to Jay-Z when she was about 15 years old. Okay, let's not forget that girl. So is she gonna be one of those victims? We gotta wait and see. Okay, so I feel like they lining it up. They definitely doing something. Okay, and all these people whom y'all look at as celebrities, they are just as human as you and I. They just got a jacket on their back for the career of their choices. Okay, we all are celebrities if you look at yourself as one. We are all celebrities. Ain't nobody bigger than the next or better than the next. We all bleed and live the same 24 hours in a day and 7 days a week as each and every one of us. Some just do a little bit more with their time, and some are overachievers, some are underachievers. But at the end of the day, baby, you a celebrity too. If you in my chat, you a damn celebrity. Okay, we all celebrities. So yeah, let's see. So it comes off. Wait, Sean Diddy Combs files. Oh, he files to dismiss those claims. That was 19 hours ago. Lawyers of Sean's fighting to dismiss claims in this. Okay, well, he's good luck to him trying to, you know, get those claims dismissed after that video. And see, I think that video had to come out so it can stop him from getting those future claims canceled. I think that video was very important. It had to come out. Oh, thank you, Miss Katrina. Thank you, baby. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She called my phone. One of Jay-Z's so-called victims called my phone and was all on the air talking about Jay-Z and what he did to her. Okay. And that live video, I still have that video with her coming out saying that. So it may be relevant in the future if they come for Jay-Z, as Jaguar is accusing and stating that he is. So, yeah. Diddy accused of SA in new lawsuit filed by a former model. Okay. The lawsuits keep alleging that Diddy plied S assault. This man is what type of what is he working with? He must be working with a 2-inch killer. He must ain't got no big old python. Because if you got a python and you got money, why is you doing this ignorant stuff? And what is people benefiting? What's the purpose of having all that money if you're going to do all this misconduct with it? It makes no sense. That's just greed. And that's what they say. Greed will prison you. And that's a sin. He has committed so many sins that it's time to collect on them sins. It's time for them sins to be exposed. And these people is calling his ass out, y'all. Oh, they calling him out, y'all. My. Okay, so let me see. Diddy face multiple. So yeah, he. Okay, so let me go check another trap. Hold on. Take that one down. Pull this up. Okay. Let's just go see if anything is going on social media world. I think it's a disrespect when people see he posts up Kim Porter too. I think that hits a lot of folks' nerves because it's like, he's taunting people with, you know, posting these photos of him kissing on her. You know what I'm saying? Her daughters look exactly like her. My God. You know, this is that, yeah, they said he married her though. That Diddy married the baby mama. And if he abused that woman in any shape, form, or fashion, I can see why he had married her. He want to silence her, so when the feds do come and pick him up, he felt he needs to keep somebody in his corner. I mean, has anybody saw any support groups for Diddy? I haven't found one, y'all. I've been looking. I've been looking on purpose, and I haven't came across not one of them. He got bigger troubles too, because there you go, Alexander, the Merkings of Biggie, Tupac. Don't forget Heavy D, y'all. Don't forget Heavy D, allegedly. Okay, let's not forget him either. He got like 4 bodies on him that I can identify. Biggie, Pac, Heavy D, Kim Porter. They said one of his friends that, the people that was around the bad boys in the beginning, all of them is gone except for him and I'll be sure today. Okay, let's not forget, y'all. He got bodies on him, allegedly. Okay, Hollywood Next is always on point. Glad I caught her live today. Thank you so much, Diva. Okay. Mary J. accused of doing 15-year-old as well. Ooh wee. So I'm saying let me tell y'all, I felt like my son was interviewing me yesterday because he was asking some questions. He was doing compare and contrast on the era today versus the era back then. And when he was telling me about Atlanta laws, how marijuana is illegal in Atlanta, Georgia, I said, if a weed is illegal in Atlanta, you know what that tells me? That Atlanta is in the late 80s and the early 90s. Because here in California, weed used to be illegal in the 80s and the 90s. Okay? So my compare and contrast is that Atlanta is 20 years behind. And they're still fighting laws that we have already approved of here. May not be federal, but legally state it's okay to have marijuana. Okay? Unless the feds just looking for you. That's different. But I mean, it's legal here. Okay? But in Atlanta, it's not. So that tells me that they still living in an era that, Californians are not. We are advanced from that. We legally can smoke marijuana and have it on our possession. Not that I do, but for those who do. Gemini Don says, prior to the video leaking, I thought Diddy, okay, defend yourself innocent until proven guilty, but be smart about it because those IG posts was not helping him. Right. And then especially him talking about the truth was going to set him free or the truth was going to come out. What did he say? How he said it? Let me get how he said it. He said, time tells the damn truth. And then 2 days later, his ass up here apologizing for that comment. Time tells the truth. Woo-wee. Okay. Diva says, I heard something about Kim Porter. Wait, hold on. Something about Kim Porter girls by Diddy. Do he have them in P? Ooh, or something? Oh my goodness. Oh, that would be so sad if he is grooming them girls to be something that's terrible. I pray to God that that's not happening to them young girls. Because I'd be looking at them some type of way. And you saying that in the comment, it to me, ain't nothing nobody say to me gonna be far-fetched. So if y'all have some thoughts or whatever, baby, I just don't feel like nothing is too far-fetched. Do y'all know how Diddy became Diddy and how he became big? Because I think it was the documentary that TMZ put out that I was able to get that knowledge. I think his daddy was somebody. And that's how he became who he is. But it's just like, I don't know. I think people got to go into his childhood. I want to know who is Diddy's father. You know what I'm saying? His mama. Like, it's so much to break down in him that we will be here for a while, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. Well, the irony. Hold on. Let me get to the next comment. The irony of Jay-Z in the late 90s, there were rumors of him and Foxy Brown when she was a teen. Yes. And mind you, we ain't seen Foxy since the damn 90s. Okay? What the hell did Jay-Z do to Foxy Brown that has silenced her for years? And I used to love her music. Okay? And with the ill na na, and then he hopped around, and then royalties, and you're poor, and how you royalties it. I used to like the way she sounded. Bonnie and Clyde, Foxy Brown, and Blake. I'm like, man, where's Foxy? I used to ask, where's Foxy? Like, you hear her today, you don't hear her no more. He was giving them one-hit wonders, and he was silencing the hell out of them. Not only him, but I'm just saying, like, I think, what's her name? Jaguar is right when she say, we ain't seen nothing yet, y'all. We ain't seen nothing. We got to unravel what happened to Foxy Brown. What happened to Jay-Z's artists. Remember, Freeway and them was coming out talking. Okay, I'm telling you, baby, that's a whole other can of worms. I don't know if they ready for that Pandora box to get cracked open, but I am here for it. All those Jay-Z brunches, artists act, and then he canceled this year's brunch. Baby, if that ain't reeking guilty, high, y'all, we hot right now. The feds is on us. Nigga, feds is on your line, baby. All those brunches, artists, actors, entrepreneurs, athletes popping champagne every year, listening to his speech. Where are they now? That part. Come out wherever you are. Alizar says, what happened to the 12-year-old white girl he adopted? Quincy was seen in the video. That part. A lot of people asking questions too. Where is she at? Did adopt that 12-year-old little white girl. Where's she at now? Okay, where he left on the island somewhere. Is she an S worker at 12? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. No, Diddy, no. And then Diva said, let's not forget about Aaliyah. Okay? Because Aaliyah was most certainly in Jay-Z's. Woo, she was one of the relationships he had. Can we put an age on it? Can we put an age on that? How old was she? So again, a lot of people not speaking up for each other because of the skeletons that they got in their own damn closet, sure. Gemini Don say back he was a dancer in Stacey Lattisaw video. Eventually, yeah, intern on Uptown Records. Foxy's still around. Remember, she had issues with her hearing. She has a daughter with a reggae artist, Sprang Benz. Okay. Okie dokie. I didn't know that she was having some hearing loss, though. Or hearing issues. Diddy was a dancer. No, I understood. Trust. Wow. Okay. Oh, I do. I see Foxy every once in a while. I mean, if I Google or look for her, but yeah. I mean, it's just so many people to still yet to come out and say a lot. Mace. Let's just think about. I wanna do something. Let me see. Oh, let's not forget the baby mama. Like I said, Misa finally has come out to speak out. Okay. Misa spoke. I don't know who this is. This is the wife, alleged wife. Okay. They say he slapped his mama. Diddy slapped his mama. Okay. That was on Gene Deal's show. If y'all ain't up on that, y'all should definitely start with him because he is the vocal point to go to in this Diddy stuff. And if you looking for any vocal points for Jay-Z, I would say follow Jaguar right because she breaking it down. Call it what you want, say what you want, but baby, I know real when I hear real, baby. So ain't nobody can corrupt my thinking to think the way I think because I know what I be hearing. Pimp C, ooh, baby. If we put a list of all the victims that y'all know of or heard about, just think about Shaka Khan. Oh my God. Not Shaka. They did that. The Shaka Khan daughter came out and she is happy as hell that Diddy is dealing with this situation because he had his security attack Shaka Khan 19-year-old son when he was 19 years old. Okay? My goodness. Jennifer Lopez respectfully shuts down reporters who asked about her situation with Ben Affleck. You know better than that. Okay? he is done with her, because if you think about that lawsuit where Cassie said that Diddy wanted Cassie to carry a gun in her purse, that's giving me that same image when that lady came out and said that Jennifer Lopez handed Diddy the gun. Jennifer came in the club with the gun, allegedly. So Jenny is somehow somewhat of a victim, but I think he let her go because of her complexion and her protection, but she still was trying to be a down chick. That's why she said, I'm Jenny from the block. I used to have a little, but now I have a lot. Okay, so yeah, you did a lot to get that little name and recognition or whatever, but it's coming back to bite her because that witness recalls her account. And then the person who was the fall guy, Shane, who took the 10-year deal or time that he was given, shit, he already coming out denouncing it. Cat Williams just about told it all. He did. I want to know, did he leave anything off? Did he forget to say something? I mean, it just seemed like it should be a little bit more. Shaka Khan daughter right here calls out Diddy for disrespecting her mother. I'm glad this is happening to you. Okay, that's what Shaka Khan daughter said. She said, I'm glad this is happening to you. The people has been quiet because he was probably a big bully. He was a bully with the money and was able to make problems and troubles go away. So again, I'm not surprised that he's being accused of these heinous acts. And I even heard Meek Mills left him alone. His side chick and his side nigga gone. So you mean to tell Andre Harrell's death? Yes, that's the one that what's her name? Jaguar speaks highly about all the time. I think she had something going on with Andre. Okay, let's see. Meek Mills has unfollowed Diddy, y'all. Him and Miami both unfollowed Diddy. Look. They unfollowed Diddy amid the backlash over Cassie's assault video. Nah, he just wanted to get away. This is an opportunity to get away. If you ever wanted to get away from Diddy, now's your chance to get away from Diddy. While he got the weight of the world, and I mean the weight of the world. He ain't sleeping at night. He don't know when the people fit to knock and grab him. He don't know what's to come. He just know it's coming. Okay? It's too much out here to prove anything beyond he's innocent. The nigga guilty. There's nothing to corroborate his innocence. He's through. Okay? Raven Simone. I mean, all celebrities are coming out, and they're starting to come out now. Even more. Joe Budden. He didn't came out and had something to say, but Tahiri done shut him down. She like, hold on. You be quiet. Because your tail ain't no innocent person yourself. Okay? She recalls him throwing her down a flight of stairs, stomping and kicking on her. So, like I said, it's so many people that's coming out. Then Cassie's close friend, Tiffany Red. She came out and did an interview with Tisa Tales yesterday. And I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing. But, she has a lot to say. And this is one of Cassie's closest friends. She talked about how he had somebody daggling off of a 17th floor balcony. Somebody said who he think he is, Big Red. Okay? He got beside himself. This is what you call a fool who forgot where he came from. And obviously don't have no regards for women. A lot of people say he don't even like women. Like he like men more. The young Miami appears to unfollow him as well. Okay? Like I said, people is coming out. And this is good that they are. Speak up. Stand up for yourself. Stand for something to fall for anything. So then you got the Deputy Federal Liberal Leader, Susan Ley, calls for Australian boycotts of Diddy music following the 2016 video. So look, they working international now. They on his neck. And now Misa wants to come out in support of Cassie. She says her heart goes out to Cassie after she saw the release of Diddy. But my problem is she should have had this outrage before the video. You got a baby by Diddy. You know how Diddy move and operate. People, this was nothing new to Misa. Okay? She should have stood up the moment she heard it. So again, these people coming out aftermath, I have no respect for that. especially if you was around him, you got kids by him, and you're supporting this creep. Okay, now she want to come out and say something, but you didn't have these words about a week ago. Somebody said, girl, please, you and Auntie Mary been turning a blind eye, riding his wave. Don't feel obligated to fake support. Thank you. She probably had a conversation with Diddy. She probably told Diddy, this ain't nothing personal, baby. I got to do this because you already see what this is doing. So just let me do this. If you can clear your name, I'll come back to support later. But for right now, I feel she's a monster too. I see it in her face and her eyes. She evil. All right, let me get back into my comment section and see a few more y'all coming in here and want to acknowledge y'all and read y'all comments. Renaissance of Conscience says Joe needs to stop. He been said to put hands on women for 20. That part. Alizar says, hold on. Clive Davis admitted to being attracted to handsome black men and having relations. Wow. It's amazing how life can change. Last year, Diddy promoted his Love album, people working with him, partying with him. A year later, he has nobody rocking with him, just like that. Usher, thank you, Renaissance. Thank you. Usher needs to get honest and share his truth. He would shut it down. Where is Blue Cantrell and Foxy Brown? Right, we just spoke about Foxy. We didn't mention Blue Cantrell, but right, and you're so right. I believe Usher could shut it down as well. There's so many of them that could. Justin Bieber. Come on now. There's a lot of people out there. Did you see the video where Diddy attacked? I saw the in the hotel. That was yes, we saw that. Yes. Clyde turned out Luther Vandross. Wow. Child. Y'all, let's get those likes up, please. If you are in this live, you have yet to hit the like button. Go ahead and hit that like button on your way in. If you don't stay for the whole live, that's fine. Just please hit the like button on your way out. If you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribers button. Turn that post bell notification on and select all so you don't miss me when I come back and give you guys another one. For us, I feel like I want to just have these open conversations. I want this platform to be a safe space for victims of domestic violence, anyone who has been triggered by this here video that we all have seen, and just a safe space to come and just voice your thoughts and your opinion. How did it make you feel for those who are victims and had to see this video play out? What was your natural reaction? How did it affect you, if it has affected you, or are you strong enough today where, you know, it may just shook you but didn't really affect your post-traumatic? I don't know. It's just so sad. Mary J. Blige have yet to speak on Diddy, and she's against domestic violence, yet her ties to Diddy goes back to the Uptown rape. Yeah, and wasn't she abused by one of her exes? So she has every right to come out and speak on this matter because of her own experience of being a DV allegedly, or having assaulted her, done to her, or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. What's up with TD Jakes? LOL. Child, you right, LOL, because that's a laughter for real, out loud. A joke, you know, because he too is not really getting at this the way he should get at this. I honestly feel like he should, being a pastor, you have to denounce this. You could pray for this man, but you cannot support him past what you saw. You know, if the rumors wasn't enough and people don't want to go off the rumors, or because somebody said it, we don't have to believe it, that's fine. I believe in showing your proof. If you can't make these type of allegations and think you're going to get support, because people make up stuff. So you got to really have to have proof these days. So Little Rod says he has proof. I believe they are not going to leak Little Rod's videos or evidence because they will be used against him in court. So they can't, the things that they cannot release is because the statute of limitation has yet to run out on it, but the ones that the statute of limitation has run out on it is the ones that we're seeing. There's nothing they can do about it, so they can't do nothing but let the public convict his ass. So this is a public lynching right now. He's already convicted by the public, so once he goes into court, one of those jurors who already didn't seen it is going to be on his panel, on his juror, and they're going to say they didn't see it, but they did see it, and they can't unsee it, and then it is what it is. He will be convicted. He's already convicted, so it's just now take it to court and make it legal, and then that's it. Okay, it's gonna he can fight it. He got the money, but will he fight it on the outside or will he fight it on the inside? I think they're going to want him to fight it on the inside, but that's going to be at the judge's discretion, because once they get him in custody, they don't have to give him a bail. You know, they can keep denying his bail the same way they did. They're gonna say he's a danger. They're gonna say that he can't get bail because he's drugging folks, he's spiking folks. This is all alleged, y'all. He's spiking people, ecstasy-ing them, working them, assaulting them. He's doing all these harmful things, and this is a danger not only to him, others, but to the public, the community. That's how they gonna come at him. Okay, they gonna be like, shit, you can't. He what? He can't get no bail. They no bail for Diddy. Okay, so my prediction is he will not get a bail if and when he's arrested. He will not get a bail. They're gonna run him around in circles, and they're gonna say he's a danger to the society and the community. And the fact that he got caught with all them guns in his house, he ain't getting no bail, y'all. He ain't getting no bail. I'll tell you that right now. Y'all gonna come back to this video and be like, that girl said it on Hollywood Next. I think, let me see, reality hit Diddy, Homeland Security picked him up, and he's in federal custody. Reality, that's when it's going to hit him right. Casey from Jodeci was abused, had abused her. That's what I'm saying. She was abused. So I'm not understanding, you know, how she ain't stepping up and coming out, talking about Diddy. No, Diddy, no. Okay, we need you, Mary, to come out and say, no, Diddy. Don't blackball your own self and your future royalties because you don't want to come out here and denounce that fool. Okay, you got to let him go, baby. You got to let him go. Ooh, poor Tevin Candles. Quincy Jones is guilty. Oh, Lord. I mean, they turned them out. And you can see they've been altered. They don't have that masculine in them anymore. They turned them into male females, in my opinion. And then he ain't even gonna be able to sit with the general population. He ain't fit to want to go to jail for no 23 and a half hours a day lockup. I tell y'all my story all the time when I was locked up for 23 and a half hours a day for my dumbass escaped prison. Okay, running out of there like I had it like that. And then people caught me and locked me up and put me away. And I'm talking about that's the worst time you want to do. Isolation ain't no easy time. So anybody tell him, oh, you're going to be all right, you'll have your own cell to yourself. Nigga, you don't want a cell to yourself. You want a roommate. You need a companion. You need somebody to talk to. If not, you're going to be talking to those damn four walls, baby. And I don't think you want to talk to the walls. Okay? He ain't going to be able to hang in general population. Not with these charges. What? The people gonna see that video if they ain't already seen it in prison. They waiting with their arms open. Come on, Diddy. Yes, Diddy. That's where they gonna say yes, Diddy at. They right out here is no Diddy, and there it's gonna be yes, Diddy. Diddy, the best thing he can do when he get to prison is just go on and let somebody choose up on you. Be a willing participant. Don't go your tail up in there and try to, you know, be a bad boy. You ain't gonna be no bad boy in there. You finna be a good girl. I'm trying to tell you, just go and let somebody select you. Find out who the hardest nigga is in prison. And that's in the LGBT community. But knocking niggas out like he a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? You need to get with him because he gonna have your back. He gonna protect you. Oh, this ain't funny, but this is not what it's supposed to be. Diddy is going. Dr. Umar Johnson touched on it. Ooh, wee. Let's see. L.A. Reid allegedly sent Usher to live with him when he was child, and then Diddy had custody of Usher. Usher talks about when the 13-year-old Usher staying at Diddy's house and experiencing those things that he experienced and witnessing the things that he witnessed. He said some of the things he couldn't even repeat. It was horrible. He don't even think he was old enough to be in that environment, but he was there. So he already then told us some of what he needed to tell us. We just need him to come out and just give it to us raw and uncut. Probably the worst place for Diddy when he's locked up to hear, take that, take that, take that. Definitely not where he want to be. And he definitely don't want to be in there talking about, because it's bad boy for life. And don't go in there talking about no love, nigga. Because if you love, they fit the love all on you. Okay? It's not a game, y'all. It's getting real. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Like I said, the day that we saw Diddy come outside, Diddy came outside all because of Little Duval. Little Duval was making a joke about Diddy, saying his house where he was at looked like he was somewhere in Bailey with Russell. Okay, it was because of that. That's why he came out, y'all, and and showed himself in Miami. And that's he probably called TMZ because, like I said, he working with TMZ, just as it stated in little Rod's claim, how Diddy has TMZ and others, you know, to antagonize him or come for him or whatever. And I believe it. I truly do believe it. Like I said, TMZ is the one who came out and said, oh, he can't say Cassie's name, because everybody was running with it, because that was my whole commentary the other day, is he never apologized to Cassie. He apologized to his damn self. And all along, now TMZ want to be the person to say, oh, well, he can't say her name, and they have this agreement where they can't say each other's names. Yeah, put a lid on it. Let's see, the mayor, like I said, the mayor is revoking his key to New York after that. He like, nigga, get that key up. Okay, you won't have a key to this city. So everybody is denouncing him. He is being denounced. He's being defamed. He's his character. He assassinated his own character, so I can't say his character assassination, because no, he did this to himself. What Kelly Price backlash after leaving a comment under Diddy's apology video? Yeah, she's coming from a different place. Lunel dragged him, okay, to filth. Let's see. The game seemingly hints at Diddy allegedly attempted to set Drake up over a beat. There were calls going around LA. Okay, we saw the video that Desi did. That was funny as hell. If y'all need a good key, okay, y'all go check him out in that one. That was funny. We know how Aubrey feels. You know, these are people that Diddy has wronged. He did this stuff to these people. These people are not just making this stuff up. Now, they may exaggerate. I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna exaggerate, because if you hit me and I ain't hurt, nigga, I'm falling all the way out. I'm just telling you straight up right now. So don't take it that they ain't adding. They can add, because they was a part of this this man. They have history. They got photos. They got videos. They were on TV shows with him. So yeah. So 50 Cent, Lil Duval, Peter Thomas, Ryan Henry reacted to Diddy's apology for Cassie's hotel's assaults. Okay. TD Jakes, like I said, he spoke about his sermon. I played that the other day. Y'all can catch the whole sermon on my platform. You just got to find that video. I got to do better. I'm working on my titles and stuff. But if you guys want to support the platform by any means necessary, keep the lights on running over here. We are back monetized. Thank God for that. I'll put my little clicker at the bottom if y'all want to support me by Cashapp, Zelle, or any supportive measures that y'all feel entitled or want to, support the platform. Please support the platform. If not, hit the like button and subscribe. That's another way of supporting the platform. It's not all financial over here. I would appreciate keeping the lights on so I can continue to come back and update you guys and bring you guys more. We do things a little different over here. I would love to hear from the viewers. I love to hear y'all thoughts, y'all opinions. If y'all have content that you want to see on the show, or you hear something that I may not heard, you can always email me and say, hey, next, this just came out. I don't know if you got this. Let's grow the channel and let's grow it together. Let's be a part of some greatness. We are a growing platform. I took a little hiatus for a minute. I had to get things together. But we're back, and I want to continue to come back and continue to update you guys on this and other trending topics as well. So whatever one floats y'all boat, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, turn that post bell notification on, so that way whatever we talking about, if it brings an interest to you, chime in and click on the link and leave y'all comments in the comment section. Let's talk about it. So here is Misa again, y'all. She already gave one message. Now here she goes. She said, when you finally learn that a person's behavior is more to do with their own internal struggle than you learn grace. So, okay, you got the grace from knowing that the troubles that Diddy had didn't come from you. It came from his own internal struggles. Um, and that is true, but yet you still should have acknowledged it and got him some help if you were going to hang around as a baby mama that's codependent with him. Or co-parenting, I should say, excuse me, co-parenting with him. You should have been the one to point him in the health direction, give him the help that he needed. Someone says, I don't want my gravy train to leave. I'll give grace to make sure I'm financially taken care of. So that's pretty much what they feel is happening. And like I told y'all, I think she's working with Diddy behind the scenes, but yet putting her save her face out here so that whatever gravy can keep coming can come, because it looks like she denounced him. But in reality, I don't trust it. This one I don't trust. I'm sorry. Did he abuse all of his baby mama's exes? Because that's what it's giving. Grace, didn't he have you hiding under a car trying to get away from him? So people is calling her out. Grace is one thing. Getting your head knocked off continually is a horse of another color, my love. The only Grace I know is Will and Grace. Okay. We don't get to tell how to handle what she went through. If this is where she finds her peace, she's entitled to that. Misa makes her own money. I pray that all victims of any type of violence finds peace in a way that makes most sense for them before it's too late. Let's all think about the next group of young children we see and reflect. The question is, what can we do to ensure those little ones don't grow up to be victims or perpetrators? That's where the true work is. I agree on that bottom part of it. Girl, they about to go in on you. Nah, you learn grace when you learn that prison food is nasty. Okay? Your silence as one of the first ones to experience him is neither elegant nor refined. Your silence has allowed a lot to take place because of life, of access for your child has more importance than doing the right thing. Okay? So they're going to drag her because she, I believe, is the first baby mama. So trust me, he's been doing this. This ain't just start with no Cassie and no Kim Porter and Gina and the rest of them. Okay, this is something that he's been doing, been getting away with it, and then having money just enhanced him to be able to do it further. And then probably buy him a Tiffany gift, a bracelet or something. And then they just like, oh, he just bought me Tiffany. Oh, he got me a Birkin bag. He do love me. He just was going through something. Ain't nobody going through nothing that they got to buy you a Birkin bag to repair or replace what you just went through. Ain't no DV worth it. But again, I'm not attacking the victims because it's different reasons and different strokes for different folks. Now, let me get back into my comment section. Let me see what y'all talking about over here. Francisco said when he gets captured up and denied bail, it will be breaking news and the feds will then start buying witnesses. Alizar says audio leaked of Meek Mills getting clapped by Diddy. Child, that was the hardest thing I had to hear. My ears ain't the same. When he gets captured and denied bail, they're going to get the witnesses to open up. They could even offer mucho dinero. Does Diddy have custody of Albie Shore's son? If so, why? I think his son is too grown to have custody over him. I think he groomed him, and I feel like he's a part of that turmoil that them kids is all in my opinion. Okay, alleged, but I can't. I don't know why he would be, connected still to him as an adult. Most kids becoming adults, they want to get the hell away from their damn parents. So I don't know. It's the lifestyle, I guess. Yeah, I've heard the video of Meek and Diddy going to drop too. Good with the audio. When they capture him and deny bail, they're going to get witnesses to spill. They could even pay them like they did with the Kels thing. Yep. And then a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people saying Jay-Z is next. I'm going to keep listening to when I hear Jaguar speak, because when she speaks with emphasis. She speaks with conviction. She's validated. I believe she's self-validated, and she stands on business. People could say she's crazy, she's this and she's that. I just believe what I believe. Okay, I'm not going all into the deeps and depths of that. I'm just going to filter out what appears to be true versus what can be proven to be true versus what's fake. Diddy is mentally ill, making Cassie be involved with other men. He is crazy. Ain't no way. And some people get off from stuff like that. I think he was getting off with her doing things with other people. Some men is sick like that. And I truly do believe that he's sick. He has a fetish to that type of stuff. I mean, it's coming out. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, I was listening to Bruce Rivers, and he was breaking down this Diddy stuff too. And he was saying a lot of stuff that I was saying. He basically confirmed some things with me when it comes to Diddy, because what he did to Cassie, he could possibly be looking at a statute of limitation that has not run out. Kidnapping or holding her against her will. And then when he came out and he did that apology letter or video, whatever, he said some things in there that needs to be validated. He just put himself out there. So now they're going to need to prove he went to therapy. He's going to have to show receipts that he had a therapist and that he went to therapy. He's going to need to show proof that he had substance abuse treatment and that he went through substance abuse. So he can't just put this out here and say, oh, I got the help that I needed and I went and got therapy and I sorted out substance treatments and I'm to be a better person today. You got to show that. They're going to question everything he's saying moving forward. So if he's putting this information out here and none of this stuff can be proven, he's lying again. And he's just saying stuff that ain't even true. He's putting false rumors out here, making these accusations that he got help and therapy and substance treatment, and knowing damn well his ass did not. He gonna be in for another rude awakening. That is my time. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank y'all for tuning into this live. Again, if you're new to this channel, definitely want to say welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you have not hit the like button on your way in, please hit the like button on your way out. And if you are not subscribed to this growing channel, go ahead and hit that subscribers button, turn that post bell notification on. We're almost at 20K. Let's get there. I think we can do it together. I know we can. And with y'all participations, again, if you guys hear something, say something, email me, hollywoodnex@gmail.com. You know, let's put the information out here. Let's continue to come together. Let's have this open conversation. I did all the talking today, but I'd love to hear from you guys. And thank you to everybody who was commenting in the comment section. That was very helpful. And I'd love to hear you guys call in on the future lives. But that is my time. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. If something breaks or something changes or some new information comes out, if I can't get a pre-recorded video out to y'all, I will go live and we'll talk about it then. See you guys on the next one. Piecez.